All right, so we're about to get started for the topic today.
Yeah.
So the topic today is about being emotionally unavailable, which I'm super duper excited about because I just feel like we've all dealt with somebody that is emotionally unavailable.
Or maybe we are the person that's emotionally unavailable.
And we'll get to that. Do you think that you're emotionally unavailable?
Yes, at this point in my life, right here and right now, yes.
Oh. I don't think I am. I think. Yeah, no, I'm not emotionally unavailable. Not to be confused with no nonsense.
Okay, wait. First, no. What does emotionally?
Well, we was gonna get to that, but I just wanted to ask her. We do that,
right? But see, then when I get the answer of emotionally unavailable,
okay,
it's split.
We got an hour-long show. You can change your mind, but
it's
to jump off, we ask the question.
Boom,
cut and dry.
So
you're not. I mean, you are, and I'm not.
So, all right, the listeners that are tuned in so far.
So, Jasmine, you saying nope?
We need a yes or no about being emotionally unavailable. If you are or if you aren't. We won't read it. We just want to see what we're dealing with today.
So, Jasmine, I think she means to say she is emotionally unavailable because guys are dumb. Not no, I'm not. Right? That's a double negative. Anyway. So let me tell you the definition I got. First of all, best article I've had in a while for a topic. The definition is there's a compulsive avoidance of intimacy while they constantly keep looking for an intimate relationship.
I am not emotionally unavailable.
Which I think, okay, Damien, did you hear what it means? Emotionally unavailable. So simply put, you're not making yourself, I don't want to use the word in definition, but you're not making yourself available to someone emotionally. You could be physically with them, whether it's sex, whether it's always with them, literally with them. Maybe you always talk to them, but emotionally they haven't broke that barrier to where, we know anything more about you.
Right. Which,
okay, Jasmine is confused, clearly, because now you're available in all forms of the word. So you're emotionally available.
She's available.
But guys are dumb.
Yeah. She's available, though.
Okay. And Miss K. Fife is emotionally available. Okay, so the emotionally unavailable person is never clear about being unavailable for a relationship. Even though they may verbally express where they stand, their behavior often suggests otherwise, giving out many confusing mixed messages.
Okay, so first.
So now we all know somebody emotionally unavailable.
We all know somebody emotionally unavailable, and I am not.
Okay.
My definition that I was saying I get to on the flip side, but we're going to focus on.
It's one of these parts. We got different.
We're going to focus on this main one. Me and Pierre or Javon know people that are emotionally unavailable, and that definition is totally true. Yeah. You put out everything you want back except the emotional part of the relationship. And sometimes you even do that and you don't know that you're doing it.
Or, you put it out and when you get it back, that's when you say, whoa, I'm emotionally unavailable. That's when that sign comes up. Because once we playing house and then
all of a sudden you want to get married
or
something. Yeah. Right. It's like you can't have stepping. You can't have 1 foot in and 1 foot out. And now that I see the definition of what the article is saying, I was pretty much dealing with somebody that's always been emotionally unavailable.
Yes, and that brings me to my first point. People that are emotionally unavailable, they show you. Like it's not a mystery. It's not something you have to figure out. Mm-hmm. You only feel like you're figuring out if you're in denial about what's going on here. Like otherwise, it's usually pretty clear. Especially if you've dated somebody else before them. I mean, it's pretty clear that this is not like, this isn't,
it's not rocket
when
science.
It's not a connection, it's not really like, working here. So, yeah, it's not rocket science, perfect example. Perfect phrase. But, so on my list, they have different types. So that was the general definition. There are a couple of different types of people that are emotionally unavailable. So the first one is the people that think, they like to put their eggs in many baskets. So basically, they don't want to commit. They don't want to just be with one person because they're scared that what that may do. So it says, this person is terrified of being in love and losing personal power. He chooses to be in several relationships at the same time. Many times, this type of person will actually terminate their relationship if they feel like they're falling for the person. And they also said that this is most commonly found in men, and it's usually a result of severe heartbreak. Mm-hmm. Do we know anybody?
Yeah.
So if you meet this type of person,
what do you do?
Yeah.
I think that first of all, you don't know off rip.
Right.
So it's definitely something that you start to pick up Usually after, the weird thing is, usually after they fell for you and then they make you fall for them, that's when they want to say whoop-de-woo. But because of what you said, when me and you was talking, what Jessica White's father told her, you don't fall in love with a man until he fall in love with you.
When I tell y'all I should get that tatted on me, I love that statement.
Because it's real.
It sounds real.
It's real. Yeah, and at the same time, it's still dangerous because a man will fall in love with a woman, and in order to know that she feels the same way about him, just to back off. Not saying that that's what he wanted to do, but that's where it goes. A man is head over heels for a woman. He finally gets her attention. He finally breaks down her barriers, her borders, everything. She lets him in. Now they're both in love, and the next thing you know, he's trying to hit the ships. The ship has sailed. The ship has sunk. He can't take it. Yeah. But it's like, I'm only in this box because you broke down every barrier because you were this way. Yeah. Which is totally frustrating and totally unacceptable and disrespectful of my feelings.
Just K5 said, run when you see the flags, you're going to get hurt. Have y'all heard the only thing that needs closure is weeds? No, I have not heard that. That's hilarious. But I think that whole saying about the man, you don't fall in love with a man until he falls in love with you, goes back to what we said before on this show where, I don't know if we said on this show, but I've said it to people before. Told people that, you don't let, the relationship only works when the man likes the woman more. Mm-hmm. And that alludes to the fact that it appears that the man loves the woman more. I could love him just as much, but to an extent, you don't show it. Yeah, because you don't show that you are drunk in love with him, because then that's when things get rocky. They get uneven, basically. So that's kind of like what that.
And what you said on the show was, you want your man to love you more than you love him.
Right.
That's what it was. Yeah, that's what they're saying.
Because
it was a big deal.
and women are innately.
We already love you more.
Yeah, so that's not the
don't take the words out of context.
Yeah,
of what
that's not the mission here, because theoretically, men do not just fall in love with people all the time. Women more commonly do. So that's not up for debate. If the woman loves you, what we need to prove is that you love me. So that's why I get into that whole thing.
Exactly.
Something else I was gonna say about the when they dating all the different people. Oh, falling for the person. I think that sometimes, though, like, I hate the saying that you can't help who you love. Like, that really irks me because, one, I think it's a cop-out. I think it's an excuse. Like, I don't like excuses. Because I feel like, okay, we want to say you can't.
You still can control what happens after you find out it can't work.
Yes, and normally, let's keep it 100. There were signs before you fell in love that this might not have been the person you fell in love with. So when you talking to this guy and y'all doing good for 3 weeks or maybe a month, and then he don't talk to you for a week, and then you talk to him again. Now that's on for 6 months, and you talk to him for 2. There was signs before, but you didn't choose to show that sign. So when you say you can't help who you fall in love with, well, you could have helped yourself if you weren't so ready to give somebody another chance. I think a lot of times people show you who they are, real off rip, and we don't always want to take it. But then I also think the reason I also know it's an excuse is because you never hear people that are in happily loving relationships say you can't help who you love. You only say that when things have went left. I can't help who I love.
And the thing about that quote is, even if you can't, let's say you can't. Let's say that y'all really were in love and the fooling didn't come until later on in life, because that happens too. So let's say it did go that way. Granted, you can't help the fact that you still love this person, that you are still in love with this person, but you can't help, like I said, what you do after, like, I can't keep doing this. So, yeah, I love you, and yeah, all of this, but I'm still going to go this way with my life, and if somebody comes in and they do, they do what they got to do, it is what it is, and slowly but surely, that I can't help who I love mentality would be gone.
Yeah, which is usually what happens to the emotionally unavailable men. Their girl gets snatched up, basically.
And then they see.
Right.
Then they want to be back. And then I was like, too late to apologize. I was just about to say.
Well, I'm a little song. But, yeah. Anyway, so the next type of unavailable person, emotionally unavailable, is a person that's involved with another type. Oh, no. Oh, they're involved with somebody who doesn't meet all of their needs. Now, this one I have a special place in my heart for these people. Someone who is either physically or emotionally involved with someone who doesn't meet all their needs. As a result, they become involved with another to compensate what they're missing. This type of behavior is typical for both men and women. And involved with another type doesn't see herself as being emotionally unavailable, as she strongly believes that if the man she is in love with only loved her back and given her everything she needed, she wouldn't be going around looking for other people. Which I think happens a lot in the lingering breakup phase, when maybe y'all didn't break up, maybe y'all don't know why y'all broke up, maybe y'all don't know why y'all done for real, y'all kind of still lingering, you still love him, but you trying to move on. You then become emotionally unavailable to the other people that you're now talking to, who do not have all the characteristics of the other person, but the other person, it didn't work out, so you gotta go over here, but you're like, well, I wouldn't be like this or in this situation if this didn't work out. And those people could be quite dangerous too.
I mean, yes. Yeah.
And they could be dangerous though also because the other person that they're involving in this situation, when they're not over the person that, you know, didn't act.
Pulled into something they didn't even ask to get in. And that's the thing about it. Now, it's like the article says, it's different types of being unavailable in different spaces in your life. And some people are great with voicing this, keeping it real, and acting the way that they're saying, because like the article says, the confusion comes when you say A, but you do B. I'm a firm believer of your actions will speak. Like, I don't need you to say anything to me. Woo! But if what you showing me is that this is what you ready for, and then I act accordingly because this is what you showing me, and then when I say something, then it's like, oh, wait, no. It's like, no, that's like the memes and stuff everybody used to post, like when he say he don't want a girl, but y'all laid up Netflix and chill. Like, y'all doing everything a girlfriend, a boyfriend may do. Y'all going out, y'all hanging out all the time. Like, you have to make sure that communication.
Well, wait, but see, just to play the other side, so if he's communicating that he doesn't want this, but he's acting different, then your argument can still be that you're giving mixed signals, but it can't be that you didn't communicate, because that's what a lot of people, we said this on the show before, what people go on, they say, well, I told you I didn't want no girl, so it's almost like if they tell me they don't want a girl, but then they taking me out like I'm that girl, who's really at fault? Because in the back of my mind, I am thinking, oh, he don't really mean that, or I'm changing him, or he gonna like me, or this could work. You're not thinking about him telling you that he didn't want a girl.
True enough. On the flip side,
so
which is even more reason why I am a firm believer of say it. Like, say how you feel, not being the person that has already said, well, I don't want a girlfriend at 8 o'clock 2 years ago. He told you this, you know, and then he shows you everything other than what he want. Don't ever not be the person to not communicate. Like, then don't act just upon actions, because they will lead you astray.
Yeah, and I think, to me, I would have to say, I don't know, actions, they can take you somewhere, but they can't take you but so far, because...
Granted, which is when the conversation would have to start. Like, I can only let what you showing me take me so far if you still ain't said nothing either.
No, but I'm sticking on the story of he's saying one thing and doing another. So it's not that he's not saying nothing. He's saying what he believes, but he's acting differently. And I'm saying that's where you run into the problem.
Right, and he's saying it still can't take you but so far because he already said what he said.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm saying, you right. Mm-hmm. And then that's when whoever this person is need to say something again to do a double check. Like, well,
okay, well, that's what I was getting to, though. I'm saying actions can only take you so far as to where there is nothing else that needs to be said. Wait, are you with actions or words? You just said you want somebody to show you who? Me?
I'm with both.
Well, what I was trying to say was, if a person is acting as if they trying to be with me, but they told me they don't want to be with nobody, I'm not going to have that conversation again, because it's almost like it's a fake, it's like an empty promise, to where, you know, I feel like I'm your girlfriend, but you're saying that that's not something that you want, and it's like, we can talk about it again, but if you still feel that way, you're still gonna act like this, now it's time for me to leave. It's not about me. It's not about me trying to figure out if the actions are gonna stay, or the words gonna eventually get with the actions. Like, that doesn't, you know, the actions.
Okay, so if it do get like that, you just walk away one day, you don't say anything, you just go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did.
I mean, yeah.
Because that's the thing that's really crazy about this, because we're women, we always say, what is it? Girls fall in love between their ears. So it's like, we fall in love with what you tell us too. So that's why I'm like, kind of like thinking that girls we just tend to be too hopeful because
True enough.
You know, and I get it. It feels good.
Mm-hmm.
It looks good, but does it sound good? If he's saying something else, you know, that's a question to be asked.
I mean, even still, even words and actions, even if he's saying he do want to work it out and he's showing you he want to work it out, it still all of it can screw you in the end. At the end of the day, if you go back, if you don't, well, not if you don't,
Wait,
you'll be great.
If he's showing you and he's doing,
if he's showing you and he's saying, it still can go left.
I mean, yeah, it could go left, but I have a problem with things going left when I knew better. So if you told me you love me and you showed me you love me and then it comes out you don't love me, I don't feel stupid.
Right.
If you tell me you love me, you don't show me you love me, or you show me you love me, you don't tell me, then I can't get mad because you was going all in for somebody that wasn't, you know, that you knew wasn't in for you. So if you telling me you want to be with me and you act like you want to be with me, that's cool. We'll get to that later.
Yeah, that's what you're saying.
Conquer Excel said, your actions should always match your words. If you're an honest woman or man of your word, if you say one thing and do another, you're being dishonest, even if you had good intent. Oh, Conquer, wouldn't it be nice if everybody was honest? I wish, child. I wish. I mean, it sounds good and it's very true, but we just ain't running into honest people, you know, on the street.
And that's because half the people don't know what the heck they want anyway, so they can't even be honest with you.
And Davian, we'll get you next time on the show. Davian, are you emotionally unavailable? Let us know.
Don't be hopeful in hopeless situations is what y'all saying.
And Darius, you know you like the show. You ain't gotta apologize for hitting the hearts. Wait, okay. Next one.
Mm-hmm.
The next
I
one.
want to see if it's gonna say my type of emotionally unavailable.
Okay. Shout out to Lil Darius because this is the type he is. I don't know if he wanted me to tell y'all.
Jesus, Pierre.
He ain't commented. A lurker will tell you that he loves dating. You laughing already? A lurker, that's the type of lurker. That's why it's funny. A lurker will tell you, not to be confused with a creep. A lurker will tell you that he loves dating and meeting new people and actually mean it. This person is driven by the fear of letting their soulmate slip by and is always on the lookout for that special someone while never settling for anyone in particular. Ironically, lurkers don't have the slightest clue of what they're looking for, but they will consider any candidate that comes into the picture, never ending that search for something that doesn't exist. Sadly, many times these people will actually lose the love of their life and realize it when it's too late.
Jesus, Ladarius, I hope you don't lose the love of your life and realize it when it's too late.
Or did you already?
Whoa!
No, I'm just asking.
Painful truths.
You wrote Jesus twice.
No.
To Ladarius.
These people. These people. Do you think the lurker tends to be more so a man or a woman? If you had to pick, no both. Looking for something in anybody that might not even be it, but just don't want to pass up love. Do you think that's more so of a man or a woman?
When you say pass up love, that made me feel like a woman. Because women, we hope, child. We'll hold on to a journey. Mm-hmm. But then I'm going to say women. What you think?
I agree.
But then I also think men, like a good man, like a, just a level-headed man.
He's hopeful like that, too.
Yeah, he's hopeful. Like,
so it could be both. And it also could go with the, not wanting to put all the eggs in one basket too, kind of, sort of, in the same way. Like, okay, well, she cool, but I did meet that girl the other night. Let me see if she cool too.
I just think the underlining with the lurker is just the thing that's important is that hopeful. Like, it's just like this could work with this person. The eggs in one basket.
Do you like him? It's like, I don't know if I like him or not, but it might.
Yeah, and the person with the eggs in one basket, they already think in their mind they're not gonna like one. They're not gonna find everything they need in one person.
And that's the only reason why I would say it's men, because this is me judging off of me and Pierre Javon. A female knows when they like a guy or not. Yeah. Like, a guy will...
Wait, you saying this? Why you saying it's men?
Yeah, okay. This is on the flip side. Why I would say it's a man, because a female can know who she like off rip. Honestly, if she meet him at the club, she can already know. Like, your approach, all of that matters. We talked about that before. Versus a male, he wanna chat. He wanna, it might take a guy like 3-4 weeks to figure out if he really like a girl. Why he trying to figure out if he liked the girl he met last week too. Which options gives confusion.
Wait, okay, hold on to that. The only thing I was gonna say differently about what you said about women knowing what they like, I also view this woman as a woman that has been through, may have been through the ringer and is just optimistic and like, I'ma just, see what happens where you just looking for it. Like, my type ain't been working. Let's see what's, going on. So you may be more inclined to be open to more people.
I say men keep looking more than a happy woman. If a woman likes you, she cutting options, not so much a man.
Well, yeah, but I think that this person too is just like the mindset of meeting
just
a bunch
anything.
of people. So not like, so even though it's kind of like egg in one basket are dating all these people and
liking all of these people.
Yeah, because they believe that they can't get just one person that has all those things. But the lurker person is just open to like, oh yeah, I might meet a guy. Oh, he might be cute. He might be cool. Like, it's just always, you know.
It's always
a possibility. Yeah. Yes, women are very hopeful, Darius said too. Yes. Let's see. This is the last one, actually. The serial monogamous, which is similar to the lurker. I know a serial monogamous too. Similar to the lurker in a way that he or she too searches for the ideal person as opposed to a real person. Unlike lurkers, serial monogamists don't spend much time dating as they quickly get into an exclusive, committed relationship. When these people are looking for a relationship, they would typically go for someone who is into them rather than someone they are into as being adored by another. So, no, that's real. Because I know a girl, a friend of mine, who will, if you adore her, she's here for it. Which could be very problematic because not a lot of people could adore me. And then I become a serial monogamous because everybody likes me.
Everybody adores me.
Yeah. And that's exactly what happens. So it's like, it doesn't take much, which is, you know, great if you actually hit it off with multiple people. But a lot of times what happens is it's only like in name only or just on paper where the person is good and the person likes you. But you're not really, that's unfair to the person. All this is unfair to the other person. But, you know, it's unfair when you're just dating them or with them because they like you a lot, basically. Dub!
Hey, Dub, what are you?
You're a serial monogamous?
Or are you the lurker?
Yeah, you're a serial monogamous, maybe. No, I think he's a serial monogamous.
Yeah, well, he's going to tell us. So what another type of being unavailable, I think, that I personally am. It might be not a combustion of all of them.
Which this says that an emotionally unavailable person is a little bit of all of these sometimes. It could be.
Yeah, it
At
could.
least two.
It could definitely dib and dab and whatever. Random dab. Everybody random dab
I never
now.
do it on my left arm.
So with me, I think that when I say emotionally unavailable, first of all, I think everybody has been in one sense or another in different kind of ways. But when it comes to me, when I say it, I don't think that I don't say it as in I'm not accepting of if anything comes. But if I'm looking for anything emotional connection with anybody right now, I'm not. You know, I'm just not prepared. I'm just not ready.
So you're emotionally unavailable like the sign on the door in the airport. I mean, in the airplane. Occupied, vacant. You're like, no, I'm emotionally unavailable. Stop.
Right, but at the same time though, that's why it's like I'm not against meeting people that could make me available.
Okay.
I just am not necessarily looking for it, and I won't push the envelope with it either. But if somebody comes into my life and shows me that, I won't be the person that's keeping their guards up.
Yeah, so then it's safe to say you're not emotionally unavailable.
Okay.
But then I also think the whole emotionally unavailable yeah, it goes along with your intentions. So, you know, when you...
That's what it is. I'm not ready to invest until someone proves. But
yeah, I hope we are. I hope we're all on the same page.
Everybody
that's listening. You get to, okay, she's open, so she will get to know them, which is why I say you're not, now this is what I'm trying to say about the intention. So what I feel is that you could meet somebody, get to know them, and then find out you're emotionally unavailable.
That too.
So I think that, you know, we really don't
know until we get in those situations. And as real as it gets is real as it gets is when you'll know where you stand. Because at the end of the day, some things don't surface until new things try to surface.
Yeah.
So out of sight, out of mind is great, which is great when you're trying to move on. Mm-hmm. But when somebody comes into your life that may spark up everything that somebody else made you feel, you know, it may get you to the place where you like, wait a minute, I'm not ready. Or maybe I am ready. It's like, how do I know if I'm available?
I mean, okay, this is what I think. Well, first of all, let me talk about, okay, this is what I think. I think that I don't think that you always know for sure. I agree. Think that what is important is to know that being emotionally unavailable exists. Yes. So that you can identify it and hopefully save the other person who you probably are going to hurt their feelings. So I think that would probably be the most mature thing to do. Because like you said, you could be dating somebody or talking to somebody and then they end up, you end up finding that this isn't, you're not ready for this, whatever. And then it's just a conversation you have to let them know. Because what happens, the problem that comes is when the person is willingly, emotionally unavailable, they're doing it, and still getting numbers, hanging out, doing all this, and getting all serious with people and setting them up for failure.
Yeah, and that's communication. That's it. It just is what it is. And if you are this person, it's okay. Like, it's okay, but just don't be out here being emotionally unavailable. Because you acting like you're available and you really not. Like, if you can't, and then I think also when it comes down to that, if you're not emotionally available, you're not available at all at this point in life. Like, you're just not available. Like, because women with good heads on their shoulders, men with good heads on their shoulders, people that's really trying to make a life for themselves. One, don't run their life. Two, they not trying to play. They're available and they're willing to go A to Z. Like, so if you only trying to go A, B, and C and then dip and go A, B, and C with somebody else and you keep doing that, then don't bring that over here, because we're good level-headed men and women that are really trying to get somewhere with somebody.
So, being emotionally unavailable, though, then would go all together with, everything that we talk about
all
being
the time,
committed and being, real with somebody. I think that when we were talking about options, would you say options confuse the situation or something?
Mm-hmm.
I think that sometimes, just to play the emotionally unavailable person's side, they just living.
Yeah, but it's like, that's fine too if you just living, but they don't communicate that they just living either. So that's when it becomes a confused situation.
No, that once again, if they say they don't want a girlfriend, that is communicating that.
I'm not talking about a girlfriend.
I mean, if they say they don't want to be serious, they say they're not looking for this, but I'm saying if they communicate it, because emotionally unavailability is not words. That's the thing. It's emotional. It's what you're receiving from the person or what you're not receiving if they're unavailable. So I'm saying if the person communicates verbally something, then granted they were being honest, whether they're doing something else, but that's why I said they could just be living like they just. And this is why I say this, because I feel like it's time. Now, granted, I'm not the type of person that's going to leave somebody on forever, ever, and not tell them, or yo-yo them. But I feel like I've been in situations, and you've been in situations where people just like you. They just latch onto you. They just want whatever. So, to them, if it really kept going, they could view you as emotionally unavailable, even though you real with them, we just friends, we cool, but they trying to get more.
Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people
they call it. Yeah, they FaceTime you, whatever. So that's why I'm saying it could be they just living. Like, that's just your personality, just a fun. I say that all the time, like the cool girl curse. Like, I'm not emotionally unavailable. I'm not hard to get. I'm not all of that because I don't like you. And I think a lot of times,
don't like you, right?
Right, and a lot of times it can just be, I'm living. If they say that, they need to stop talking or hanging. Yeah, duh.
Which means that you just gotta make your own decisions, and at the end of the day, that's it. And we got a comment that says, "But most people fear being honest won't give you the desired results, so they just
lie,
play along, and be dishonest."
Wasn't that why we all lie to get what we want? That's the only comment.
Yeah, that's basically what it heard. That's real. That is real. The cool girl curse. It's not a curse, but it's. But the also good thing about it is the guys still never not like you anymore. Like, they still will communicate with you. Maybe one or two might real life just be like, cut you off. I hate you. I thought you liked me too. Whatever. Yeah, but it's just like, no, 9 times out of 10 because.
And you know why? Because I think there's such a low supply of cool girls. And not even
that. Can't risk not that for one, but for two, it becomes the thing of genuinely keeping it real with a person, because relationships can usually normally proceed if you've always been real with me, because then that's no need no needs for hurt, that's no need for nothing. People fall out and people talk and don't talk anymore because you weren't real with me, or you did something that was foul, or it wasn't that so at the end of the day, females like us, who are only people I can vouch for, we have a way of being real, and we don't stray from what we said. Yeah. That's why it's hard for me to understand sometimes, other people and the things that they tend to do, because our real ain't.
Yeah, and like I said about the low quality, the low supply of cool girls, the same with cool girls, keep it real, whatever. Mm-hmm. A guy may feel like, dang, like, it's like that for the moment, but they're going to respect you for telling them the truth, and they'll just text you later. Like, it's not going to be like no
hard feelings. Give them a day or two. Yeah. Then it's just like, hey, what's up?
Because people just not out here being honest with people. Some girls are, I don't know if it's emotionally unavailable, but you using people. Yeah. When you talking to them and you don't like them and you having them take you out. Yep. Right, whatever, and you're not honest with them.
Now that becomes using. That ain't even, because you probably love a whole person and you hang with the person you love all the time too, but he ain't pick. Let me call someone.
Yeah,
so he'll take me out.
Nice, and now this may be a problem too. Y'all ain't really good people. If you're a nice person and actually fun person or whatever, and cute, whatever you want to call it, if you do tell the person that that's not what you here for, they probably will still take you out. Mm-hmm. So it's like,
it has its perks too. Being honest has all the perks in the world. That's how I know it's right. It's too many good things that come along when you being honest to not, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm real with you, I'm real with you, and you can decide from there how you gonna handle it.
Yeah, and I don't like repeated apologies, so don't lie to me.
And just don't even say sorry.
The same sorry don't mean nothing. Chanel today said,
maybe we should just introduce ourselves as who we are.
Be like, I'm sorry. Like, no, you should be like,
I'm cheater. I'm commitment issue. I'm emotionally unavailable. I'm this person. Let me know who you are. Don't come back to me saying I'm sorry. I know you sorry. What else? What you got to say now? Right. How about that? I'm not sorry.
Yeah. Be honest.
Like, let's just keep it real.
And because, like I said before, sorry implies that you would do something differently, and when you say sorry and then you do the same thing again and say sorry again, your apology credentials are going lower and lower and lower, because now your sorry means nothing because you keep doing the same thing. Mm-hmm. And once I said before too, intentions only get you so far. If you didn't intend the first time, okay. Got it. We clear. Right. This doesn't work for me. If you do it the second time, you can't say intentions. I didn't mean to.
Don't say nothing.
You don't have to mean to, but you knew better because we just went through this. So it's like.
So when you come back to have a conversation, let's talk about what you did wrong. How about that? Let's just talk about it. Don't say I'm sorry. I don't want your sorry. You don't have to tell me you sorry. Like, I know that already. Let's talk about what I don't know.
You know why I don't like when people say sorry? Because they expect me to say it's okay.
It's okay. And it's not okay.
It's not okay.
And that's why I say, I'm sorry. Don't tell me sorry.
Because if it was okay, then I would come to you and say, don't worry. Don't say sorry. Yeah. It's okay. It's not.
It's like, I'm sorry. Don't tell me sorry. Tell me you know you was wrong. Like, that's what I want to know. I don't want you to tell me that you sorry. That's why you're on my phone.
It's like when you a child, like, what did you do? How are we going to correct it? And how are we going to make it better next time?
Right. And it's like, or if it's not the next time, that's cool too. Just let me know. One comment about when we were talking about the truth, they said the truth hurts once, a lie hurts every time you think about it. So just tell the truth.
That's real.
Because it's like, you lie, bruh. Like, every time I think about it, you might not get mad, but it might make you want to smack him for 2 seconds.
And what do we say all the time? When you don't tell me the truth, you rob me of making an informed decision. Like, that's what I was saying about when you tell me what it is, I can only be mad at myself if I say what you lying and you not being real. Now I gotta deal with you lying and I feel it, and it's like we don't gotta go through all that. If you told me the truth and I lead myself down the path, that's
then it is what it is. Yep. And another thing about being your problem, when you get in these type of predicaments, don't be the person to where you can't admit that you was not, I ain't gonna say stupid, but that you just did the wrong thing. Mm-hmm. Like, don't ever be in a position to where you can't say and admit, boom, I knew I shouldn't have did this. Like, and then, and if you know it like that, y'all, don't weep, don't mourn, don't be all stressed and depressed. Like, really pick it up and keep it going. Like, zip the book bag up, put it back on, and keep on hiking, because you already knew that this was a possibility. This is something you already thought about in your head before it even happened.
I have a thought on myself. So I think I was emotionally unavailable before I knew anything about emotions. I agree. I feel as if maybe I think I was kind of like, Someone who doesn't. Maybe the type of person that is with somebody that doesn't fulfill everything. I think I probably was that person when I was younger, where you kind of just
doing something.
Yeah, they're cute or they're funny. They're one of these things. They're not all of these things, whatever. But it works. It's working for the moment. And then I think what happens is it's hard when you're like, I feel like when you're a real person, like just real and like who you are and
what you want.
Yeah, like it's hard. You can't be quote unquote emotionally available to somebody that's not the whole package. Mm-hmm. Because that's like me talking to somebody and they're fine, but they have no aspirations. If I have aspirations, I can't share my dreams with you because you're dumb. You can't even, you don't have no, we're not on the same page. So it's kind of like I may have been the person that was only dating you because you was cute or whatever, and then it gets to a point where you like, what's up? Like I feel like you not, and I was like, I'm not there because you're not giving me what I need to be there, which may be the better scenario for my side of things. What is the person bringing to me to award them my emotions?
And that's
breakthrough.
I haven't ever been the type of person like, and you haven't either. But, I just know a lot of girls who are always available emotional wise. And it's just like, it really concerns me though, that you can always be available with your emotions. Like, I take those things very seriously to where once I lend them out, at one point, it's going to take me a while to lend them out again.
Yeah, we talked about that on My Fears.
And it's just real. It's not even about, it's about being smart. It's about not playing yourself. Like, granted, everybody might look like they deserve a chance, but everybody don't deserve the chance.
Which is why men usually are emotionally unavailable for women, because women just lay it all out on the table so
right. And so we gotta stop doing that. It's only been 3 weeks.
Have we not learned? Have we not got our feelings hurt?
Did you not learn the last 3 weeks that it didn't work?
Yeah, and then like I said about somebody being, showing that they deserve, quote unquote, your emotions. We talk about that all the time. The standards we women have sometimes and the things we require. One, they're getting lower and lower these days with social media and everything else. But it's like, you need to demand more of a man, and then you won't feel like you giving all for nothing. That's just plain simple. Get some standards. But anything? Oh, I did ask a question on Facebook on women being emotionally unavailable, and most people and some people texted me and said that women are only emotionally unavailable if you ugly.
And I don't agree.
Or if they stuck on the last person, which would be everybody. If anybody's stuck on the last person, they're unavailable.
Yeah.
But I think if you're ugly, that doesn't mean you're what does that mean?
And see, that's when it goes to the cool girl curse. Like, yeah, we don't like you, and you like us, but we just don't like you. And it's, guys, girls, it happens.
Guys, girls.
Some people just not gonna like you, and it's nothing about you. It's just that they don't like you.
And you know what I've always felt like? I've talked to people. Say I talked to them for 3 weeks. Maybe we talking every day. Maybe we went out every weekend. When I feel like this is you liking me a lot, or maybe I'm just not liking you, and I back off. Why am I breaking up with you after 3 weeks? Why are we having a conversation of what did I do wrong and da-da-da-da? 3 weeks ago, you did not even know me. Your life was going fine.
And that's my thing.
I don't understand why we have to have this whole discussion to move on now. It's like, you don't even know. Like, we did not do that much. So it's like, calm it down. And this happens, people.
Right. Physical attraction is very important. It is the first thing you see. But just because I see you and you're ugly doesn't mean I'm emotionally unavailable. That's not what that means. That just means you're ugly.
Yeah.
And that's what that means.
Not to mention, I hate the word ugly. I say that all the time. But not to mention, it's all subjective.
Yeah, because somebody think you cute. You had a girlfriend or a boyfriend from somebody.
Yeah.
So go back to them.
And we all know how personality makes people look better. You could be a 5 when I meet you, and now I dated you for 3 years, and now you a 9.5 child because you funny, and we went through this, and we went through all that. So
I don't even know if it'll get to 3 years.
You said what? Okay, I'm just saying. That's what they say. Me personally, I don't know what she just laughed at. You could be a 5. I don't know.
And a 9.5, that ain't happening because the 5 off rip is like,
y'all. People think you with somebody, you think your man.
No, I get it.
Bottom line, but I'm just saying
that's when they're your man.
Yeah, but I'm saying that same thing. You know them now. That's what I'm saying. Once you meet them, they could have been or whatever, and then now they funny, now they cute, now they cool, now all these things. I'm 5'7", you 5'2", no desire.
Like
true. Some things are deal breakers.
That's what I'm saying. And some stuff is just off rip. You can't even go from a 5 to a 9. But because it's already a deal breaker. But I get what you're saying.
But if you're not attracted, you most likely won't just allow the person in. Well, granted, yeah. But
that doesn't mean you're not available, because you are.
So let's say this. This has happened plenty of times. You're out somewhere. Maybe you're hanging out at the bar for 10 minutes. You meet a guy. He said a couple funny things. He's not that fine. I'm not saying that he's ugly or nothing. He's just not, you wouldn't have thought he was cute from across the room. You give him your number. Now y'all are talking or whatever, and you just don't like him. You're not emotionally unavailable now that you don't like him. So I feel like you can give your number to somebody even if they weren't fine, because it could just be a vibe. Like, vibes are real in 5-minute intervals. Like, that happens.
We got a comment that says, I always question if the guys I talk to are cute, but their personality always wins me over. Then she said, I'm a 5 at work, but I'm an 8 when I'm off. I was going to say, you going to like that comment.
I'm a 4 at work.
But baby, don't see us going out. Who you going to think you see goddamn on who and who?
I think that...
co-host on, okay? Because we be on when we out, honey.
I think the boys that probably most guys I like are cute. At least.
Yeah, and that's it.
Everybody will say they're cute.
Yeah.
Or fine.
Fine. F-O-F-I-O-N-N-E. Okay, fine, but they done lost the dots. Next. Emotionally unavailable. And shout out, and I think it's worse when the guys are the ones that are emotionally unavailable.
They can't deal.
And they can't deal, but they trying to deal, so they meet a girl that looks good, that they wanted to meet or whatever, then they get this big bomb opportunity and they totally crash it because they're emotionally unavailable. Now, granted, the girl don't care because girls see things like this.
Right.
We talk about y'all. We know, and we're going to play how y'all play at the end of the day, especially if we know what's up. Me and you ain't got to talk about it. We don't have to have a conversation. I might say smart stuff here and there just to see what you're going to say. But other than that, we already know. But when a guy is emotionally unavailable, it's serious.
Yeah, and I think, you know what I think? I think when guys are emotionally unavailable, there are like a tornado. When women are emotionally available, it's a little scattered showers.
Yes.
Like men can tear up
Hurricane
multiple women's lives in a year when they emotionally unavailable.
Hurricane Katrina.
Because y'all can't take it.
Yeah, and you being this person, you want to be with the person that you love to every girl that you run into. And they're falling for you. Hurricane.
Darius said, bro, I seen y'all going out. Y'all do be on. Miss K, thanks, Darius. Miss K5 said, nail that one I had in college. I was living with my heart, not my eyes. Oh.
Shout out to the eyebrows.
We got a quote or what? I think that's it on being emotionally unavailable. I think the moral of the story is, know what it is, be able to identify it in yourself, and let other people know and act accordingly. Because you can't come out here tearing through people's lives because you ain't right, inside, basically.
And that's it. So, Shout out to y'all, people. The quote for this week, or for today, that sun is beaming.
Yeah, the sun came out. It rained at the beginning of the show, and now the sun is out. After we had our healing.
Sun is shining.
All right, go ahead. That's what they do on the real.
So, the quote of the day is, the real loser is the one who never attempts to fly with the wings God gave them. Don't be a loser, guys. And sometimes we might not know what those wings are, but at least you got to know that you have them. Don't be out here thinking that you don't have a purpose. There's nothing that God made you to do or intended. We all have plans. We all have purposes for our lives. And we all have wings that we need to mount and fly with one day before God returns. Like, we need to know who we are, whose we are, and what we're here to do, and we need to be doing it. So don't be a loser.
Yeah.
Because you didn't even start the race. You never even started.
Yeah, I agree. And I think sometimes people have wings. They don't know they have them yet. They don't know what they're going to use them for. My pastor says downtime is purposeful. You use your downtime
wisely.
Yes.
And it's either purposeful or hurtful.
Yeah.
Either you're going to do something with it or you ain't going to do nothing with it.
Yeah. Because the worst thing that can happen is when something that you want, and then the opportunity presents itself, and you're not ready because you were wallowing in not having an opportunity the whole time. When it's like your downtime needs to be purposeful, it needs to prepare you for something.
Yes, downtime.
Yes. But we got a couple more minutes, but we're really about to just go ahead and wrap it up. Why don't you just turn the sound off? I don't understand.
I mean, I be confused with Snapchat. And it's like, I feel like I gotta have the sound on the post. I know I don't,
but every week. Okay, sorry about that. So we are basically done. We got 4 more minutes, so we'll let y'all get 4 more minutes back to your day.
I mean, or maybe we won't. Maybe we'll just sit here for 4 minutes, and y'all gonna sit here with us because y'all love us, and we'll just figure it out. What y'all doing this weekend? No, but for real, I'm just really.
You about to say something else?
I don't know.
Okay, well, I was gonna say, y'all know we do every other week now. But the week after next will be it's July 4th, so maybe it won't be. So that'll be a holiday. So we'll know. We'll keep y'all. So posted.
We'll be back soon enough.
Yeah, we'll keep y'all posted. We'll be back. We need topics. Send them to us. Text them. The whole deal. And tell a friend to tell a friend.
To tell your mama and them.
Subscribe to our YouTube page. Repost our questions for our topics. Comment. All of that. Oh, Miss K5, you want to
grill?
Wait,
she about to grill. Oh, yes.
When y'all featuring me. Whenever.
Yes, whenever. But
go ahead.
It got to be, you bring the topic. You got it.
But yeah, subscribe. Make sure y'all comment when we post stuff or repost it. We really appreciate the people that do. And make sure y'all follow us on Snapchat, Fair Game Radio.
And on Instagram, @Fair Game Radio. And y'all can find us personally on there also. But, just show us love. We show y'all love. Y'all doing anything y'all want us to promote for y'all, to put on our pages, Facebook, whatever. We got y'all. The same love we want is the same love we give in return. We're firm believers of you get out what you put back. You get back what you put out, tongue twister to twister. Yes. But, that's it. For real.
But I'm Pierre Javon.
I'm Nelly P.
Life's not fair.
This is Fair Game.
I know, but I was hoping
But we are. Hey.
Bye, y'all.
All about the bloopers. All about the bloopers.